My name is George Mackay and I'm a proud patron of the Barnes Film Festival.
My name is Mccrostie and I'm a proud patron of the Barnes Film Festival.
I got my first job when I was 10, which I got through a casting lady called Shaheen Bey. Came round the school that I was at, the Herodian, and there ended up being 3 boys from the school being picked to have parts in that film. And I was had such an amazing experience on that I got an agent through a friend and managed to luckily, touch wood, keep working through throughout school. And then leaving school is when I really put my head down and focused and decided that that's completely what I want to do.
Your daughter has taught me many things just now. She has broadened my mind. She has helped me grow. When we just kissed for the first time just then, the endorphins that your daughter sent through my body were like dolphins swimming through my bloodstream. The way she has opened me up, she has penetrated deep inside of me, and I know that I have penetrated deep, deep inside of your daughter. And not like that.
So I'm an actress who mainly works in film. I've done a couple of feature films and a couple of shorts, and probably, if you do recognise me, it'll be from my last film, which was Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, which was Tim Burton's last film.
At 10 years of age, Olive set fire to her bed. It was just the beginning. As her gifts grew, so did her spark. The world is safe from her flames, as long as she stays within these walls.
Everyone, just as friends, has been really supportive, which it's the biggest thing really, I think it's important to come back, and it's nice when you go away so much with work. Home is very important, and so to have a community of friends is really lovely.
Yeah, everybody's been so supportive and so encouraging, and they've always been very excited when things are released, which is always nice.
I think broadly, actors and directors, or any craftsman within, in their particular field, where you can't really expect what their next project is. You just know that the one consistency is that it's good, that the work is good. But the type of work, be it the type of character or the way they shoot the film or the way they set the story, how they shoot the story, is always different and changing. I
think anybody who's managed to sustain a career and managed to get a nice variety of roles, so an obvious would be Meryl Streep, but I think she's a clear favourite for everybody.
I'm say this being very lucky with the opportunities that I've been able to have and experience, but I think the thing that I enjoy most about work is the doing of it, and the working with people and working in a group and collaborating. And I think when you enter into the industry, I guess that's when people start saying a start and a stop date on your work and defining when you work and when you don't. And the one thing that we've got about the day and age now, where everyone can make films and everyone can experiment and create and write, I think just keep doing that, and don't make it about when someone says, okay, now you're working on something, now you're not. Do it for yourself, and if you can stay occupied, then that's how you'll progress. I think learn by doing, basically.
I think just continue pursuing what you love, and do it because you love it, not for anybody else, not because you want anything other than just to purely enjoy creating art.
Well, I grew up in Barnes first and foremost, and I know Sam Cullis, who has put together the festival. I went to the school, the Herodian, where he now teaches, and we've got to know each other over the last few years, and so that's my connection. And I guess, having been part of the community growing up, that would be my biggest connection.
Well, last year, the first film festival, I heard that it was a green theme, and I count myself as an actress as well as an environmentalist, or an environmentalist as well as an actress, and I'm very passionate about the environment. And so when I saw a film festival which was targeted towards the environment too, I was just like, this film festival's for me, I need to get involved.
I've been lucky enough to go to a few festivals. I've been to Toronto and to Cannes and to Sundance and to London, and had films at a couple of other festivals which I haven't been able to go to. But it's just they're amazing places because it's a focus of a real mix of creatives, and it's everyone who's there is excited about the work that they're bringing and is excited to see other people's work. So it's a really positive environment.
I haven't been to many. I've been to a few though. I guess it's really dependent on where it is. I went to one in Madeira, which is in Portugal last year, which was really nice, very relaxed. But then I also went to the BFI Film Festival a couple of years ago, which was very much more hectic and London-bound based. Yeah, crazy.
I think the importance for film festivals, or young people in film festivals, are predominantly, I guess, unless it's a sort of retrospective, they're predominantly about new work. And that doesn't necessarily mean being told, oh, like work created by young people, but there is a relationship between new work and younger filmmakers. And so I think it's important that you just see as much as possible, basically, to be inspired and to put your work out there. And it just it gives you a platform if you've got work to show, but it also gives you access to be inspired by other people's works and knowing you can see what's possible that you didn't think could be. And it's also about relationships and like meeting people as much as anything, as they are not just about a showing, and it's not about the start and end of a screening. It's about if you found that work, if it affected you positively, going to try and make that relationship to be like, I would love to work with you, and to try and form like personal working relationships as much as just appreciating the final product.
I think film festivals are great, and I think especially those which are targeted to young people, because it just counts as such a great medium for inspiration, and it's so motivating seeing people who are younger than you, the same age as you, create pieces of work which are really, really credible, really, really good, and they document a person's progress from right to the start of their career to the hopefully to the continuing future, and a message for people going and attending to the film festival. I'd just say to just go to everything you can, go to the biggest variety of films that are available, because you never know what you can draw inspiration and connection to. Yeah.